What's up? It's your girl Angie Goodas. I am on time. And we love it. We like it. We are so happy about it. We are ecstatic about it. Listen, there's an amazing show lined up for you today. I want you to grab a nice, refreshing something, I don't know, and sit back. Enjoy the ride. We got a good one this week. Patrick from Chystar Promotions will be joining me in about 25 minutes or so. We're going to talk about legacy. We're going to talk about Chystar Promotions. Toronto, Canada, we are going to talk about the Oasis Music Festival, which will be happening on August the 23rd at the Markham Fairgrounds. 5-star General himself will be touching foot on Canadian soil for the first time in 20 years, but I'm going to let Patrick actually get into all of that. If you don't know who you're listening to, my name is Angie Goodas. I am the hostess with the mostess. Welcome to the building. I want to say what's up to my OGs Twitch. You done know we've been riding together for 5 years. Almost 5 years, yeah. Oh, it'll be 5 years soon, sooner than we think, right? When we did that on the people, them things, right? We've been rocking since then. YouTube, you came into the fold. Big up to you. Instagram, Wagwan with the Wagwans. And then, of course, my OG Facebook page. If you know me, if you're following on the Facebook page, hello. No, I'm not taking new followers over there. And if you're not into the whole watching and you just want to listen, tomorrow, so you can actually go over to Spotify at Big and Serious Podcast, and you can give a listen over there. But yeah. If you're looking for the Goodas, how can you find me? Well, every third Monday, so actually this coming holiday Monday, you can find me on the Roots Rock Reggae Radio Show, CKUT 90.3 out of Montreal. Big up to Singing P. Big up to DJ Madman. Big up to Calendar Man, you done know. And Brother Cliff, yes, they do the Roots Rock Reggae Radio Show that starts at 1 o'clock in the morning, overnight Monday. Some people don't love sleep, I tell you. And it goes until 4 o'clock in the morning. And the Goodas comes on every third Monday at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I do something called Information for the Nation, where we bring you information. Could be about anything. Last show, we talked about things to do in Montreal over the summer. So yeah. I'm actually excited about today's show because, believe it or not, me and my Rode microphone, we have been rocking together since January 2021, and I just learned how to use this thing properly. I just learn. So you're never too old to learn, not take no broken on my ears or nothing like that. You're never too old to learn. And I was actually listening to myself and turning the microphone because if you watch previous podcasts, I turn the microphone so you can see the Rode label because I'm all like, I got a Rode. But that is not how the thing wants to be used. It wants me to see the Rode so that I can get the optimal sound out to you. So yeah, see that. All right. So before we get into our guest interview, before we even get into our topic, we'll have to do something called the Big Up. So let me go ahead and share my screen. We are going to talk about something really cool, and Minala, I'm excited about it, and in having a conversation today about it. They are actually officially a sponsor of the Big and Serious Podcast. So what we do, we Choose Better. Choose Better AI app. Choose Better is a smart local search app built in Toronto, but made for every community around the world. It helps you find affordable, eco-conscious, top-rated services near you. They just launched a GoFundMe, which you can see on the screen right now, to help finish building the app and also to bring it to the people. And listen, it's more than an app, it's a movement. So join them, share the vision, and support the build. They're raising funds to launch. I will actually drop the link in the chat in a bit. But listen, every share, every dollar, every voice matters. And right now we're looking at the GoFundMe page. Right now they've raised $250. They literally just launched this like a couple days ago. And Michael Jazz, if you know Michael Campbell, you're familiar with Michael Jazz. More than just a clothing brand, they're a brand. They have the Michael Jazz Music Project. They now have this the Choose Better app to help the community and everything. And he's out here creating an AI app. He's got a team behind him, and this is what they're doing. So it's real roots, real hustle, real change. And he says I'm not new to this. I think he's true to this, right? So if you go over to the GoFundMe, you can read more about it. But one thing that really caught my eye is if you see on the picture, it's actually a barber out of Jane and Finch that's like on the advert. So very much grassroots, very much let's get information out to everyone. Let's use the app. Let's do what we got to do and move forward. So yeah, choose better. This is your big up. You're welcome. All right. So today we are talking about legacy. What is your legacy? And why is it important? Building your legacy means building something that can be passed on. All right. We tend to think about legacy in terms of what we leave behind after we pass away, but it's actually more than that. Legacy starts with how you live and how you pursue your dreams and goals, right? If you think about it, you could create this really amazing thing, but man, if you were not a cool person while you were here, I think that once they put that dirt over your casket, they're going to forget about you. Right? They'll just be reaping the benefits of all the work you did and all the money you created. So how you live and how you pursue your dreams and goals and how you treat others is all wrapped up in your legacy. Living your life through your values and your passions. Legacy is building deep connections. Legacy is sharing your story. It's living and learning. It's embracing the power of small acts. And that's small acts of what we do for people. Like, maybe someone has something going on and I don't know, maybe they're feeling nauseous one day and they got to go somewhere and they can't drive there, and you take the time to drive them there and treat them respectfully and make sure that they're okay while they tend to whatever it is they're tending to, and then you take them home and you leave it there. You don't hold it over their head. You don't do anything foolish about it. You just do something really nice. And that could stand out to them because maybe they did not have anyone at all that would have done that for them or that was available to even give them that ride, and you bailed them out and you have no idea. And maybe they didn't even have money for taxi. You just never know. So embracing the power of doing small acts for people. They talk about random acts of kindness. I'm a firm believer of what you put out is what's going to come back to you. And if you can push that positivity out into the world, the positivity is going to come back to you. I want to say big up to, he changed his name from Reggae Night. Did you actually change your name from Reggae Night? Reggae Night, welcome to the building. Tuned into our Instagram feed, Oasis Music Festival. Welcome to the building. We'll actually be talking to you, in a few, but welcome to the building. Shout out to the YouTube Massive as well. But yes, living and learning. I think I said that. Did I say it? I don't think I said it. But living and learning is huge. Like I said earlier when I started out the show, I've been rocking with this microphone for 5 years, and just learned how to use the thing properly. And I'm living it and I'm learning it and I'm loving it and I'm happy about it. And, we'll continue to do amazing things together, me and my road. But yeah, we're living and we're learning, be humble. My grandfather, rest in peace, sir. He had a saying. He was like, the humblest calf sucks the most milk. So like from a cow perspective, as a calf, as a baby cow, you want to get the most milk from your mom so you can grow big and strong. But, the ones that were pushy about it, the ones that are, aggressive about it, the ones that are beating their chests about it, they're not really going to get any milk. So, being humble enough to be open to learning wherever those lessons come from, whomever chooses to bless you with, a little piece of knowledge is huge. Living your legacy. What does that mean? I want to live my legacy. What am I talking about? Well, if I know that I am great, I'm going to carry myself in that manner. And if I know that I want people to be comfortable around me, or I want people to trust me, I'm going to be trustworthy, right? These are things that you need to do in order to live your legacy, in order to have people look in from outside and say, hey, boy, so that's somebody there, one real good somebody. Yeah, man, them good, them nice, them really, honest and upstanding. You got to be an upstanding and honest person. Stop trying to or I shouldn't say stop trying, because I'm not saying that people are out, that everyone or my audience is out there trying to scam anybody or do anything like that. But be honest. Be honest with what you're doing. Be honest with how you do business. All of that. Be honest. Let your legacy shine for you. I have a saying. I'm going to show you. I made this back in the day when I landed a little something in my corporate job. But it says, work hard in silence and let success make the noise. Yeah, living your legacy, right? So when people hear my name, I pop my collar about this, because when people in my day job hear my name, they know that, well, the Goodaz is going to come with, well, they don't call me Goodaz over there, but they know that she's going to come with good work, real work, proper work. She's going to walk with integrity. She's going to be trustworthy, and, she's going to be a steward of information. And that means not taking that information and harming people with it. That's a huge thing. I think a lot of more people need to learn a lesson about that. Yeah, so shout out to She's Bree, tuned in from the Twitch feed. Wagwan with the Wagwan. Welcome to the building. Yeah, live your legacy. So if we take a look at an artist that we are actually going to talk a bit about today, we're going to just go through those 6 points and how they pertain to Bounty Killer. What makes Bounty Killer so great? Aside from the fact that I'm a fan, I'm a huge fan. I've been a fan since 16 years old, when shout out to the ex-hubby who was like, you need to know this artist. And he used to quiz me on Bounty Killer songs and things, right? Shout out to you, sir. I always appreciate love you for that. But if we look at Bounty Killer from the 6 perspectives I just told you about, so living your life through your values and passions, building deep connections, and that's building deep connections with people. Tugras, Wagwan, welcome to the building, tuned in from the Instagram feed. Building those strong connections or deep connections, sharing your story, living and learning, embracing power and the power, of small acts doing small acts, and living your legacy. If we look at Bounty Killer from those 6 perspectives, okay, this is what we get. Number 1, values and passions. Bounty Killer never compromises on what he values, and he always shows it. And any conversation, and I mean, I've done deep dives on interviews with this man, Bounty, you need to come on the show. But he's always walking and talking and living from a place of having values and being passionate. He doesn't compromise from that. He does not steer away from it. You never catch Bounty. You never catch a clip of Bounty doing erroneous things, or he's got a core set of values that he sticks to and he respects, and he walks through that. And then music, of course, is his passion, and he doesn't even tie himself to one genre. He puts himself in any genre that works for him. and works for his image and his vision of what he has for himself. Deep connections. All right. So Bounty is like, I would say he's like the recruit. he's like the reggae recruiter. he's like the, hey, I'm gonna be your friend. I'm gonna help you to become great as well, because if you're gonna hang with me, you got to be great too, because there's enough pie here for all of us to share in. So we are all gonna have this amazing pie. Bounty makes deep connections, and he doesn't abuse those connections. Looking at just how he has love and honor for his mother, may she rest in peace, and all of the things that he would talk about when she was living and even after she passed away, of values and things that she's instilled into him, and just their if you see past videos of how they interacted with each other, he had deep connections. In the music game, you know, Vibes Cartel, Movado, Busy Signal. Oh my goodness. Scared Him Crew, Elephant Man, Harry Toddler, so many of them. Bounty has said, hey, I'm going to reach back and you can come. I'm going to reach over and you can come. You know, he always makes sure that he's bringing the people with him. He's bringing his people with him, or if he hears talent, you don't even have to know him personally. If he hears talent and he knows that, you know, you could actually do great things, he's gonna help you. He's gonna help you. He has those deep connections, and they don't come with strings. Right? So he helps because he wants to. He helps because he's passionate about it. He doesn't expect anything from you. He doesn't want anything from you. Sharing your story. I mean, Bounty never hesitates to talk about, you know, back in the day when he was selling figurines out in the streets, you know, and eventually making it to the studio, and eventually recording music, and going on to become, you know, the artist that he is today. He shares a story. He's very transparent about it. You could go into any of his interviews and he will talk to you about it, and he talks about it from like a really genuine place when he's sharing his story, and that is important, because, you know, you never know, like you just might be inspiration for someone. Mad Vibes, Mad Road, Mr. Madman himself, welcome to the Instagram feed. Yeah, like you just never know how your story is going to inspire someone, and Bounty Killer is very transparent about sharing his story. Number 4, living and learning. Well, you know, he'll take the past mistakes and he will grow from them and move forward. If you even just look at how he carries himself, if you ever feel like going on a Bounty Killer dive on the interwebs, you know, just look at how he carries himself, and he's become more refined over the years, and he's just learning from things and that life throws at him and moves forward with it. So that is a huge part of building a legacy and becoming great. And then of course the power of those small acts, and he's very much a philanthropist, gives away a lot of, you know, resources to those that need it, and doesn't shout it out from the billboards, like unless there's some media house around that sees it, he doesn't even really talk about it, you know, unless he's trying to raise funds for something, right? Then he'll go into discussion, but it's never from I did this and I said this and I brought those people there and I helped push this thing along. No. So you know, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, those powers of small acts, yes, that Bounty Killer does, and does it so graciously. And again, not wanting to own the artists that he's helped along the way. So there's no trying to manage the artists. There's no trying to, you know, hold on to their royalties. There's no trying to own a piece of their pie. He's like, well, you have your pie, I got mine. You know, those small acts that make you great are huge. If you think about it, it's like small, you know, when you're building like you ever as a child build one of those like houses out of popsicle sticks, and you know, it starts off with one small popsicle stick, and eventually, before you know it, you have this nice structure built, because all those small acts have worked together to build something great for you. Yeah. So living his legacy, Bounty Killer is graciously accepting all the flowers and all the accolades that are coming to him now, and in turn, he's also handing them out. He's giving the flowers where the flowers are due. He's bigging up people where it's due, and it's a beautiful thing. So he's living his legacy. So having your legacy and walking in that legacy, and just ensuring that while you're here on earth, the things that you do, the way that you treat people, the way you make people feel is a positive thing. By doing that, you then are able to create that legacy that will have people talk about you, in the years to come, as you move forward, as you go on. And these are things that are highly important. So before my guest comes, I'm actually going to talk about the thing that's got me like mad excited and mad happy. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, I forgot to change all my captions throughout the show. It's all good. That's how it goes sometimes. All right. We're going to take a look at Instagram for a second. All right. So I am on the Oasis Musical Festival site. Again, Oasis Music Festival happens on August the 23rd at the Markham Fairgrounds. It's live music, it's real culture, it's food, it's vibes, it's reggae, it's soca, Afrobeats, hip hop, R&B. Like, there's something for everyone there. Go over to Ticket Gateway and get your tickets, but we'll get into most of that or all of that, when my guest comes. But can I make this bigger? I don't think I can make it. Can I? Oh, I'm struggling. Why am I struggling? Oh Lord, what am I doing? I don't know what I just did. Hold on. Girl, get it together. Oh my goodness. So there's a flyer, but listen, if you want information about this festival, you don't want to miss it, you want to be a part of this history that's going to happen for us, you're going to go and get your tickets. If you go on their Instagram page, if you go on their TikTok page, anybody's page, you go on Bounty Killer's page, you go on my page, you go anywhere, you're going to see information and definitely get your tickets. Don't miss out on it. My guest is very punctual. I love it. All right. So yeah, all kinds of fun things and information on this page. You want to stay tuned to this page. Have it in your favorites. Go in there and check it out. There's information there. You want the information. You want the vibes. You want the energy. You want to be a part of this amazing thing, this amazing gift that is coming to us here in Canada. And on that note, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to go over. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I'm wrong. It was me sharing my screen. Clearly, I'm having a moment today. I can't even lie to you. I'm having a moment, and that's just what it is. Let me share my screen again. Hold on. We're going to go back. Let's go back. This is what happens when you do live shows and it's not pre-recorded or anything. It's all from the heart. But so many news houses that are talking about this great return to Canada, because it is a great return. If you think about it, 20 years, like, wow. I know I was young and foolish back then, right? As I'm sure, some of us were. I'm not going to say all of us were, but a lot has happened in that time span. We went through a pandemic. I think we went through SARS. I think it was just after, oh my goodness, wasn't this like just after the great blackout in Toronto where people had no electricity or power for like weeks and weeks on end, and people's food was spoiling, and There was a lot of just hanging out outside at night. Traffic was chaotic. Like, this is how far back we're going here. This is how far back we're going before the 20s, before the 2020s came about and such. Because if you think about it, we're 25 years into the 21st century. So for the majority of this century, thus far, Bounty Killer has not set foot in Canada. What? Right? So this is a gift. Like, I mean, even if you're not a Bounty Killer fan, you're a Baby Sham fan, or you're Dexter Daps fan, or you're a Mr. Killer fan, or even if you're just a music fan, you should be a part of this. You should bless yourself with tickets to this event and go. So be sure to get your tickets. Don't miss it, and join in the fun. I was going to actually play music today, aside from my Casamigos rhythm, and I don't want any problems. So no music today, okay? So I'm just letting you know that, because I don't want anybody to kick me off of their platform, and I don't want anybody to give me a rough time, and I don't want any segments of my show to be blocked out because of copyright. And you know what? If you're a creator, if you're a DJ, actually, if you're a DJ, Mad Vibes, I'm gonna ask you too. Can you please let me know how I can play music without having issues like this? Because it really it hurts my feelings, because I want to have a legacy, and I want to share a legacy, and I want the Big and Serious podcast to be my legacy, or one of, because I'm a multifaceted individual, and I want to be able to play music like wagwa. Somebody told me, and people pick me too. I want to play music and thing and vibe out and not have an issue. So how do I do that? Somebody tell me, help me. If you have a business that you want to be bigged up, you're going to send me an email, and let me actually go to my captions. So first and foremost, before I even take another step, let me drop the link to that Choose Better app in the chat so that you can go over there. And if you like, well, not the app, but actually the GoFundMe. So if you're listening on Spotify, you're not going to see it. So the GoFundMe number is 977-123-5 D as in Delta. So GoFundMe number 977-123-5 D as in dumplings. We like, who doesn't like dumplings? Well, I like dumplings. So there's an email that I sent out with a link to join the show there. It's in the email. All right. So where was I? Let me add this to the chat. All right. So if you, I don't know if this system is interactive like that, where you, hold on, I gotta find something, because I don't know where those came from. I got these pop-ups and I don't know where they came from, so I can't respond to the pop-ups like by typing. I have to say it because I don't know where they came. How did they come in? My screen just started giving me pop-ups, so I apologize. But I see it. Okay, sorry about that. Bear with me for a second, my audience. Give me one quick moment. Sorry about that. 1 second. Oh. All right. Yes. Okay. So back to the thought process. Yeah, sorry about that. So, I mean, for me personally, I want to create the best experience for my viewers when they tune into the Big and Serious podcast, because you don't have to give your time to me. And I understand that and I get it. And there's so many podcasts out there and there's so many other ways that you could be, spending your time, but you choose to spend it with me. And I respect that. So I want you to have a good time. So it actually bothers me when I try to, or when I play music and then later on the replay, the music is blocking parts of the show or pieces of the show. It hurts my feelings. I don't like it. So if you are out there and you know what a girl can do to be able to play music, please let me know. And I gotta say, TikTok, you were this close to being a part of today's broadcast, but as soon as I hit live, the system went wonky and I just was not about to take that risk. So I had to just take you off of the live. So my system is working optimally without you. And I'm sorry about that. But hopefully, we will nail down the kinks and everything so that you're able to be a part of it. All right. So I'm going to fill in some time. I do want to play a song. I do want to play. No, I can't play a song because I'll get kicked off of Instagram. It's okay. I won't play a song. But so if we go back to legacy for a second, people look at leaving a legacy in terms of I've left money for my children, or I've left property, or I've left this business. But your reputation is also a part of the legacy that you leave behind for your family to then deal with or work through, your family or your loved ones. So, it's just another reason as to why you need to ensure that you're living well and just being a good person. All right. What else can I say? 1 second here. I think there's a piece of legacy also ties itself into being able to walk past your fears and go into the unknown and do things that you're just not used to doing or ready to do. That people will look at you and just feel like they are so impressed with the things that you have done and the energy that you brought to doing this new thing or bring about this new thing. All right, my guest is here, so I am going to first of all grab my notes, and second of all, I am going to. Are you ready? Oh, he's lining up. So let him give him some time to line up himself, so that when he's ready, I'll circle back to you. Yeah, he's adjusting his camera and stuff. So yeah, like tonight's conversation is going to be really amazing. There's something about venturing into the unknown and creating a path for yourself, and people actually walking down that path behind you. There's something about that. It does something to the person that has created the path, and it by all means helps the people that walk down that path as well with you, behind you. Okay. All right. So, yeah, just try to do your best to leave a legacy. Try to do your best to be a legacy, and there's no wrong way to leave a legacy. Leaving your legacy behind could be just keeping a journal and writing in it, and having something tangible for your future generations to be able to look at, to say, hey, this is something that came from my ancestor, and they pride themselves on it. They have joy because they have it. I have things that came from my ancestors that really makes me feel happy and proud that I have. All right. So some all right, so just to go over like a couple different types of legacies. A legacy can be a gift by a will, especially of money or other personal property that you left. Like, for example, she left us a legacy of $1 million, right? That would be an amazing legacy to be able to leave for someone. But that's a legacy, or something transmitted by or received from an ancestor or a predecessor from the past. So the legacy of the ancient philosophers, or the war that left a legacy of pain and suffering, right? Or in terms of good things, like Steve Jobs left us a legacy in his business that he's left with us, and we all get to benefit from and enjoy. Legacy is also a candidate for membership in an organization. Did you know that? So yeah, it's a candidate for membership in an organization such as a school or a fraternal order, who is given special status because of familial relationship to a member. So, for example, legacies or children of alumni are 3 times more likely to be accepted at Harvard than other high school graduates with the same and sometimes better scores. Can you imagine? That's like, that's why they say it's like a, this like society type of thing. Because, if I have a child, if I go to Harvard and I have a child, that child decides they want to go to Harvard because I went to Harvard. They are 3 times more likely to be accepted into that school. I have thoughts on that I'm not going to share because I'm not trying to get myself in any type of trouble. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these things are out there. People, like, live and learn, be aware. Live and learn and be aware. Yeah. So I'm still. Are you okay now, my guest? No, yes. Give me a thumbs up if you're good. I think he's still getting ready. Thumbs up? Okay, he's ready. Okay, so I think you're tired of me rambling. I'm going to bring my guest on. Patrick.
Yeah.
From Chystar. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I was trying to figure out the volume a while ago. So that's why, yeah, I had to delay.
No problem.
My wonderful wife figured it out for me.
Sorry?
My wonderful wife figured it out for me.
Oh, I love it. Big up to wifey. Big up yourself.
She doesn't want nobody to see her.
No, she's hiding. She's like, yeah. Well, you know what they say, behind every great man is an amazing woman. So I am going to personally say thank you.
Yeah.
So,
so how you been doing?
I'm well. I am happy and doing well, and it's been a very productive day for me. So I'm really excited about it.
It's a good thing.
Yes. And I feel like, energetically, it's a good place to be. So I'm happy about it. So you come to us as a representative of a conglomerate in music.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about Chystar Promotions.
Well, Shystar, the name
Chystar.
was derived off my first child, Cheyenne. So I called named the company after her. But the first name was Hyphen prior to it
Hyphen.
being Shystar Promotion. Hyphen Promotions. Yeah,
Okay.
that's when I just
How
started.
okay. How long did you have how long was hyphen like how long was it before you decided to change the name?
I would say to be exact, 6 years.
Oh wow, it's a long time.
Yeah, so my child was monumental, so I just figured more or less that I would change the name from that to Shy Star because
That's
my first love is music, so
I
my
love that.
first child. So yeah, it was special. So I just decided to change the name.
Yeah. That's a good way to, bring two things that are important to you together and have this legacy in existence for it.
Yes.
So, all right. So tell the people, what does Shy Star Promotions do? Just so that they can have an understanding
Well,
of the
we're an event
company.
planner. I'm a promotional company, event planner. We do shows, live entertainment, you know, and that's what we solidly gear ourselves toward.
Mhm.
Entertainment field, yeah,
Okay.
live shows, yeah,
Live shows.
yeah,
And you have
producing
a
it, yeah.
very, sorry, go on.
Producing live shows, yeah.
Producing live shows. Um, you actually have a very interesting mantra. So what is the mantra for the company?
Mantra is to deliver to the people a safe space, safe environment, celebrating our music, our culture, Caribbean to the world, to Toronto, to Montreal, to the world, right? And my mantra is just showing the great side of our Caribbean community, and that's my mantra. One reggae, one soca, one Caribbean, one love. You know, so that's
I
my
love
mantra,
that.
and I want to give
So
it back. I grew here all my life, so I want to give it back to the city of Toronto. And I've been doing it for a while. I've been out of it for a while, but I've been doing it for a while. You know,
so how long is a while? So the people can have an idea of what that means.
very,
Over 40 years.
very, very long. Since high school, like literally since
Wow.
right since high school. Yeah, sorry about that. My phone, my other phone is going off. Just that's a call. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And I will tell you, I don't
And
normally
that could
do
be
this.
expected with what you're up to.
Yeah, I don't normally do this, but I feel like, yeah, I feel now is the right time to do something like this. So you're the very first says, all right. So, yeah, we're like family, right? So that very first, and I'm
Yes.
comfortable. I can't believe how comfortable I am. So just shoot, ask the question, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And you've
I
known me
am
for a while because you and my sisters
yeah.
went to school, so we're like family. So I guess probably that's why too. This is a comfortable space for me. Although I
I
don't
love
like,
that.
yeah. So yeah,
I I really appreciate that,
and,
I appreciate that so much. That's huge for me, and this is amazing to me that I am the first interview.
yeah,
So
sure.
I
So, that's like I said. That's what it's all about. Upliftment, us
yeah
uplifting each other. Yeah. So if you
yeah
call me and it's Patrick, you will be like we've known each other for so long. You know what I'm saying? And
mhm.
yeah,
I know I
I'm
know
sad because I am excited, but it's more reserved. You know, because this has been a journey. What we're about to talk about. So
yeah
yeah,
yeah
I'm super excited, not just for myself, but for the city of Toronto, well deserved. And
Yeah.
I want us to make this a celebration. It's 10 years in the making for me. 20 years in the making for the artist himself, which we're talking about is Bounty,
Mm-hmm.
or we're going to
Mm-hmm.
talk about. But
Mm-hmm.
it's 10 years out of that 20 for me,
Yeah.
right? And the Lord is in the mix, the Most High,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So before we get to this, and I feel like this is like the culmination of all of the things. So before we get into this monstrosity of Oasis Music Festival, how did you actually get into the business of bringing quality events to the city?
Oh, the love of music. That's a great question. So let me give the viewers a snippet of what brought me here. And it's been truly almost my whole life. I have an older brother. When we were going to high school, I was one of the best dancers at one time, believe it or not, in the Michael Jackson era. I was one of the best high school dancers in the city. I got
What?
the receipts. Yes, I used to love, at the time we didn't even call it hip hop. We call it rap those days.
Rap. Yeah.
Funk and all that stuff. So I was going to high school. I used to, every high school dance that me and my friends went to, we created crowds of 300, 400, 500. So I was in the American side of music, right? But we grew up in a very strong West Indian community, not just Jamaican community,
Mm-hmm.
Trinidadian, Bayesian, like a West Indian community.
Mm-hmm.
So my older brother now, he liked reggae, right? So at that time, no, we didn't have CD players. We had tape, tape,
Cassettes.
cassette players. He used to always at nights be playing before we go to bed. Be playing. At the time, I'll draw a little bit of comparison. Stone Love.
Oh wow.
So our Stone Love back then, our Stone Love back then was King Jammy's Stereograph. And
Yes.
yeah, my brother used to play a lot of those tapes with all the DJs. I know some of the younger crowd won't know the Brigadiers, the Josies, the Peter Metro. So at the time, they were the
Mm-hmm.
skilly banks for us,
Yeah.
right? And that just started slowly but surely evolving into reggae. And I just fell in love with it from the age of 16,
Wow.
right? And I just kept on going because we had a major sound system that was that he lived in our area. So I started to follow that sound.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, you had DJs, we would call them rappers now, that would hold the mic and DJ rap
Mm-hmm.
at nights.
Mm-hmm.
So I slowly
Mm-hmm.
started evolving into the music, into the culture, until I met this Trinidadian guy that carried live entertainment, live acts throughout, whether it's be soca, at the time we said calypso, or
Mm-hmm.
reggae acts. I met him. He was a much older guy than me at the time. I was 17. And I had a misfortune in my life to this day. I had a car accident where to this day
Mm.
I have screws in my arm. So
Oh wow.
I got a major insurance claim, and it coincided with the last year of high school. Right? You see where I'm going with it now? I
You
was
went out with
always
a
in a
bang.
business mind. I always had a business mind. And I said, you
Mm.
know what? At that time, I was 18. I'm totally 17, 18. I've totally evolved. No more dancing, American
Wow.
music. I'm totally my culture, reggae.
Wow. Totally into reggae at
The
this
first
point.
show I participated in on a business level, that was right after high school,
Mm-hmm.
was Bailey.
Oh
The
wow.
gentleman, Admiral Bailey. Some of us have to do our homework on that. But at the time, again, he
Yeah.
was a huge artist. And this gentleman brought him
Yep.
here. And that was my first taste or being involved in investing in a business. And
Wow.
they say the first dip is normally the worst dip or the best dip. I went
Yeah.
into it and I just fell in love with the business. I fell in love with music. And I
Mm.
wanted to do it, right?
Mhm.
But as I was then, as young as I was, I uh, I figured more or less I can do things on my own. So I went out
Mhm.
and I registered my own company, and from there I found the immigration office. At that time, now, if you want to employ somebody that's not a Canadian citizen or a landed immigrant, we say permanent resident now, you have to go
Mhm.
through a process. So I started from 18, doing my own thing, carrying up artists from Jamaica. That was my main forte. I didn't bring soca artists, calypso artists, but all
Yeah.
the major artists that some of us still know to this day, I brought them into the country, Canada.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah, the Sanchez's, the Pinchers, well, Shabba Ranks is a total. That's a total different story. Probably I'll share if we have time. But yeah, from those old school artists, I was one of the main promoters in Toronto, and I was quite young. A lot of people
Wow.
think that I'm way older than I am because I've been doing this from I was like 17, 18. Right? Shabba Ranks is one of my biggest trophy cases. That when I say trophy case, that I would think I played a part and him
Mhm.
being Shabarangs to the world. The Beanie
Mm.
Mans, that's, yeah, all of those acts I brought into Canada,
Mhm.
right? And then I took a hiatus. So, yeah, that's part of me coming to here now. But yeah, I used to keep a lot of shows when I was quite young here.
So I have a couple questions. So the first question is, you're 18 years old, you get this mad amount of money. Um how how difficult was it to not just turn around and, like, as we say now, be a flosser or ballin and just kind of burn that money? Like, how was it difficult for you to say, you know what, I'm going to take it and invest it in this thing over here?
Well, to be truthful, looking back at it now, we're just in a total, total different. How can I put it? It's like we're in a different world. Because back then, 17, 18, then, if I was to draw a comparison to me being 17, 18, then to somebody that's 27 or 28 now,
Mm,
it's like night and day. So it was just a different culture. We didn't have all these wonderful instruments like what we're on
mhm,
now. You know what I'm saying? And we were more grounded.
mhm,
So we were taught life.
mhm.
So we're way more
Yeah,
mature back then. So I think at 18, I made a 28-year-old decision.
got it.
I would say they're smarter than us technically right now, theoretically, but in the practical sense, we're way more mature
Yeah, definitely.
because I'm here drawing that comparison.
Yeah.
So getting back to your answer, I was always grounded. I had a wonderful father, may the Most High rest his soul in
Mhm.
eternal peace. So he brought me up right, I'd like to
Mm,
say, right? So he was behind me when all my ambitions that I had, right? He supported me,
mhm.
right? I think I grew up looking back on it now. I think I grew up a little bit too fast through the business, but yeah, it's just a total different era. So I couldn't really draw a comparison because we were more mannerable. If my father said something to me and I walked off too fast, all he had to do was raise his voice, and I don't mean yell, just says, "Come back here, turn back around."
Yeah.
And I got the message. And when I turned back around, I wasn't looking him straight in his eyes because I know that would be like me offering up a challenge.
Yes.
So I'd have my head on the ground and I would walk back to him. So we were far more disciplined
Yeah.
from the age of 5 to 17,
Yeah.
18 than the same 5-year-old child now going from 5 to 8. It was
Yeah.
just a different era, different disciplines, different respect. So
Mhm.
that helped me into those adult decisions that I made at such a young age. You
Mhm.
know, so yeah,
Was there any, like, fear behind that? Like, was there any party that thought, okay, if I put this money into this thing, there's a possibility that I'm not going to get it back? Or were you just like, this is going to work and that's it?
my personality, even to this point, up until now, I've never had fear where business is
Mhm.
concerned, right? Because the truth is, anybody that has something that's monetary, You get
Mhm.
monetary gains. There has all are risking it. So
Mhm.
from way back then to even present now, even this show that we're producing, not trying to produce, or we're
Yeah.
producing, there's elements
Mhm.
to it, but we just go by
Yeah.
faith. And once it's your passion and you're locked in on that, then the worry goes away. Where the financial part of it. I already got my moral. He's gotten his visa. He's coming after 10 years. Anything else?
Mhm.
But before I pray on anything
Mhm.
monetary, I pray on my life, pray on my family's life. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it doesn't. I have no worry at all where that's concerned. I really don't. Am I
Mhm.
going to try my endeavor best to execute this the right way so we can
Mhm.
see where the benefits of our toils go? Yeah, of course. But having fear,
Mhm.
if I had fear that way, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it.
If I had 10 years not to decide not to do it, then we can say,
In a long time to
no
think
fear.
about it. Yeah,
No fear. Absolutely not.
definitely.
No fear.
I love that. I love
No
that.
fear. And that's the way I look at life. No fear.
Mm, no fear. Just do it.
No,
That's it.
absolutely. Keep doing it. Huh?
What wh- okay, so I'm going to take you back in time to your first show. The first show that you did by yourself, okay? Um what lessons that you learned, what are the lessons that you learned back then that you now have taken with you into this show all these years later?
Oh, for sure. Shows of this magnitude, you have to have a team. Back then,
Mm,
looking back at my first show, and you have to have a team of people that has no know-how to the business. You could have
mhm,
the best ideas. You could be bringing Mariah Carey here. You could be bringing Beyonce here. You could be bringing and I mean the right team from everything. It's
mhm,
security. You don't have the right team, this easily can be a
mhm,
disaster because on crowd that's
mm,
expected for this kind of show, your security has to be right. Crowd expectation and all that. So you
yeah,
have to have everybody in place that is going to help you to
mhm,
produce the show. So looking back at my very first one, oh my God, I'm 17, 18. I had a,
yeah,
I, I had an idea. That's all I had.
yeah,
I didn't have any experience, right? So yeah, so it's much different now because where I'm at right now is we're the team. This is where the office is, and it's a professionally run establishment. It's not
mhm,
being a bunch of people saying this is the way we're going to do it. I'm doing it with people that are experienced in it. One of the individuals that's helping me with this production, she's been doing Jerk Fest for
mhm.
probably the last 8 to 10 years,
Wow.
and she's a consummate pro. I don't
Mhm,
even think I'll be allowed to go on stage, and I'm dead serious on the night of this event
yeah,
because she has a zero tolerance for that. And
yeah.
she made sure she told me, she says, Patrick, if you're going to hire me to do this, then you have to go by my rules or I'm off the team. I
Ooh,
love that. Yeah,
I love
because
that.
I want it to be what I want it to be. And it's not
Mhm,
just, like I said, it's not just the business aspect. I love my community. I want to show
yeah,
positivity in my
mhm,
community. I want it to be a
mhm,
safe space. It's paramount.
mhm,
This show is paramount that everybody comes to celebrate this man's life,
mhm.
his legacy, his hardships for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
Can you imagine somebody as large as this that has a global audience that wasn't allowed to travel to North America for almost 20 years?
yeah.
Can you imagine what it did to him, although he's not going to show it? I'm speaking, he didn't tell me anything, so I'm just putting myself in his position.
Mm,
And he showed all of that built up in, he made it look like he just started the business 3, 4 weeks
yeah,
ago. That
yeah,
performance in New York.
yeah,
Now, this is the same vibe. You can see the expression of, the adrenaline. I am
yeah,
so happy to be a part of bringing it to Toronto, Canada,
yeah.
right? And the perseverance and the belief that I had in this artist. This is my victory. This is my moral victory. right? That I
Mm.
can stand behind it and says, I'm a part of it
Yeah.
and go down history being a part of it. So the greatest thing for me right now is to make sure that the show is delivered on a professional level.
Mm-hmm.
And we're leaving no stones unturned. I just went up to the venue today
Mm-hmm.
to overlook the venue again to see where
Mm-hmm.
parts that I may want to get tweaked as security and this, as
Mm-hmm.
that, right? Because the mantra from here on is a celebration
Yeah.
of our this iconic artist that has done so much for reggae dancehall,
Yeah.
so much for us when we were down. He made us smile. I was there
Mm-hmm.
in 1993 when him and Beenie Man had the greatest clash. I was there because
Yes.
I'm a friend of one of the promoter, Isaiah Leng. So I had front
Yeah.
row
Lynn.
seats to watch
At
that clash
Sting.
when it came out. And it's viral
Wow.
to this day, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very passionate about it. So that's my passion. And because I
Wow.
grew here in Toronto and I see the ill, I want to bring positivity to our
Yeah.
community. And this is a
Yeah.
great step. This is an absolute great step to outside again the business aspect,
Mm-hmm.
push what I want in our community. I'd
Mm-hmm.
love to see these young men put their differences aside
Mm.
and say, shoot, use this man and Beanie. Look, they're friends, they're buddies.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
understand. They went from that youthful days going at each other, although it's just the art of the business. But they're grown men, and if they have a difference, you don't have to get certain places. And
That's
that
right.
again is what I want to fuse by coming back into this business,
Mm-hmm.
bringing some real stars that can galvanize our community. And I just don't want
Mm-hmm.
to stop here. You understand me? And my ambition
Mm-hmm.
is anything Oasis. It's a brand now. And
Yeah.
this artist is going to help me to bring my brand to where I want to be so I
Mm-hmm.
can be very much outspoken in a positive way to our community.
Yeah.
And he's helping me
Yeah.
to accomplish that at this phase
Mm-hmm.
in my life, right? So this show that I'm
Yeah.
bringing, yes. And that's why I'm keeping the price point to the level where I know it's manageable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go outside and get your tickets. Don't have any reservation. Bounty's coming. I've done
Mm-hmm.
all the hard work to get it to here.
Yeah.
It's 10 years in the making. Absolutely
Yeah.
10 years in the making, right? And I've done all the right to get him
Mm-hmm.
here for us, for the community,
Mm-hmm.
to show us that anything we do and we personally believes in himself. He believes what he
Yeah.
says that, okay, this is my belief. I'm going to affirm to my belief and I'm not bending. So no
Yeah.
matter what they're
That's right.
coming with from my faith in God and my beliefs, I don't care what anybody wants to do. Look at what this man has done
Mm-hmm.
to the reggae dancehall. The biggest act in the world
Yeah.
right now, bar none, not just reggae, is Vibes Cartel.
Yeah. It's Vibes Cartel. Yeah.
Is an integral part of his musical career.
That's right.
Look at Mavado. Look at Busy
Mm-hmm.
Signal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe me? Do your homework. Alliance,
Yeah.
Scare Them
Yep.
Crew. And
Yep.
this man has not ever attached his name to none of these gigantic artists. The biggest one is Vibes Cartel to get residuals out of their career. He just
Yeah.
brought them on the world stage. And this man got
He brought
sanctioned
them.
for
Said,
20
here you
years.
go.
For whatever reason, I don't know what reason it is, but
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't allowed to come to Canada from 2004.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wasn't allowed to go to the States for 15 years, like he said.
Yeah.
Right? He's a human being. We have emotions, and now he's back.
He's
And I
back.
shared in 10 years of that grief and frustration, and I never
Yeah.
gave up. I never ever gave up. You understand? So it even teaches me a life lesson. And I'm taking that in a
Mm.
positive way. And
Mhm.
you believe in what you believe in and stay committed and work hard and you'll get results.
And you'll get
That's
results
my
from it.
message to the young men, black men, especially in Toronto, Canada, because this is where we
Mm.
grew up, Angie. You
Yeah.
understand? And I still see this. The place has evolved for everybody else, with the exception of us, and it hurts me.
Mm.
It frustrates me.
Mhm.
You understand me? And I want to bring
Mhm.
this show, and I'm starting from now to try to
Yeah.
galvanize the community. Right?
Yes.
And I'm praying on that, and that's going to be part of my mantra. You
Mhm.
understand? Not to. I'm not just thinking about, oh, you guys come out.
Mhm.
No, no. Let's come out. Let's make this seamless because
Mhm.
it's 20 years in the making. And
Yeah.
I'm asking Toronto for that. Come, because I know
Yeah.
it's going to be a large crowd. Let's
Yeah.
make it seamless,
Yeah.
right? Let's make it seamless.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you can't come and enjoy this celebration, right, stay at home. Because
Yes.
a friend of mine told me this is four shows in one because there's four giants
Poor
in their
giants.
own
Yeah.
way. This
Yeah.
is the reason why I'm elaborating on Bounty is because everybody else is traveling all over the
Yeah.
world. Bounty just got to travel months
Yeah.
artists, including Mr. Killer, the soca artist. One of his biggest
Yeah.
mentors was Bounty. We don't have to talk about Sham
Wow.
or Dexter, right?
Or Dexter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. And they're all playing a role into making this happen,
Yeah.
right? And it's a dear friend of mine that has even allowed me to put this package together because without her, we call her Susie Q. Without her,
Susie
Dexter
Q.
wouldn't be on this bill. You understand? He
Mm.
wouldn't be, and he's a major part of this bill. Sham is a major part
Right.
of this bill. I
Yeah.
brought this show visually to Toronto, not as a businessman, as a fan,
Mm.
because that's how I put my thing
Mm.
together. I visualize what would I go and see as a fan,
Oh wow.
and that's how
Okay.
I put this package. And you can check me on it. Ask Toronto if they
Yeah.
ever seen Dexter, Bounty, and Sham. You know that big song. Visualize
Yeah.
them doing that song.
Slow motion.
Three,
Yeah.
yeah. Just
And they're gonna
visualize
do it
them doing
live
that
in
song.
Toronto.
They're gonna do it live in Toronto, right?
Listen, that song had me
They're
weak for
gonna
a
do it
good two
live in
years.
Toronto. So
Yeah.
do you see where the energy is going now? Right?
Mhm.
Right. So there has to be a
Mhm.
message behind it. And my message is one reggae, one soca. There's a reason why Miller is on this package, right?
Mhm.
It's one Caribbean. It's one
One
community.
Caribbean.
It's one blackness. You understand? Let's
Mm.
see if we can feed
Mhm.
up something like this and turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
It's due time now. And that's why I'm here.
So
And this is
so
the
what are
way.
some sorry, go I was gonna say, I was just gonna say, what are some of the positivities that you hope to see come out of this major, major show?
Positivities. One of my
Mhm.
biggest positivities, seeing if I can galvanize the young youths in Toronto, because for the next three weeks, I'll be pushing a lot on that. Loving each
Mhm.
other. Like how every other
Mm.
community love themselves. For reggae shows, I have to have security that's five times as much as shows that I think they call it Valve or something in Downsview Park, where there's
Yes, yes. Veld,
88% cut. Yeah, you know what their security is? Ambulances. You know what I'm saying? And
because people
not
are gonna drop
security
down. Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
gonna pass. So you know what I'm saying? And why are their
Yeah.
crowd so much bigger? I wouldn't say bigger than this one because I'm anticipating a huge crowd. But do you see where I'm going with it? Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about, galvanizing our community, giving us a
Mhm.
little bit of purpose. I'm back here to
Mhm.
give back to my community
Yeah.
because entertainment is a broad audience.
Yeah.
So what we are going to be doing over here is bringing a message with our shows. It's not just to
Mhm.
bring a show without a message. With
Mhm.
my life experience here in Toronto, I'm bringing a message with my shows and with the quality shows that
Mhm.
I'm putting my name against, right?
Mhm.
And my biggest thing is, right, the patrons, that space has to be a space that's created that I call a safe space for you to enjoy
Yes.
yourself. And that's paramount for the brand. You understand? Good quality
Mhm.
shows, build a name. So when somebody comes up, they can say, boom, I'm going to Shystar Oasis because that's the brand,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But in doing that now and creating that atmosphere, we can
Mhm.
we can put more message into the music because it's music, right?
Yeah.
You can put more message into
No.
the music, right? So that's what we plan
Mhm.
on doing. It's not just a business aspect. Is is giving a message within the
Yeah.
music. You
There's a
understand?
message
So that's the
message there.
brand. That's what I'm promoting. Yeah.
So looking at you talked about security, and I know the security is a part of your mantra for Shy Star. So looking at the security, is there anything that you want to tell the audience, or you want to tell Toronto about the Oasis Music Festival in terms of being secure while they're there, like while we're all at the fairgrounds on the 23rd?
Well, I will say this. Uh, there will be a lot of police there. There will be a lot of security
Mm,
there, and the reason why is just for crowd control. I'm a realist, right? And
mm-hmm,
until I can see ourselves getting to where I say, okay, we're okay, I'm a realist where that's concerned, right?
mm-hmm.
So that's that's what
That's a major
that's
part of
what
it.
that's a part of it. Yeah.
So I know that especially in Toronto over the last little while, there's been things happening, and now it almost feels like venues are kind of drying up when it comes to having events,
Oh,
reggae events or dancehall events. So can you tell us a bit about what that process was like for you to actually get a venue for this festival?
oh well, you said it all right there. Like I said, I'm a realist, right? The venues here, um, the venues here, right? The first thing is it is, and people they stray away from truth. I don't stray away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Our community, we're people of color, right? So
Mm-hmm.
people's perception of us through the media and all that is always negative, right? So if we
Mm-hmm.
do something to elevate that negativity,
Mm-hmm.
then they come up with that excuse, and it's even
They
more,
capitalize on it. Yeah.
yeah, for them to say no to you. Well, I tried Downsview Park. The
Mm.
date was available. After looking over it, it was refused. I tried
Mm-hmm.
Landport Stadium. The date was
Mm.
available. After looking over it, it was refused. So you see where I'm going with it, right?
Wow.
So the venues are getting smaller and smaller and smaller for us. Whether you're doing a major event on a big level or doing a club event,
Mhm,
it's getting smaller and smaller. And our community need the promoters. They need that's keeping these live events. They need
mhm,
to come together as one to say, okay, it's more like a union. Create the and so
mm,
we're going to go by this, and these are how we're going to
mhm,
do so some spaces can get open up for us. Until then, it's going to get smaller and smaller until
mm,
we don't start saying, you know what the guy from Oasis, Patrick, whether you know my name or not, is saying. It makes sense. We just got to start
mhm,
taking care of each other, man, taking care of ourselves, our community,
yeah,
and getting back to where I know we can be. It's just that
yeah,
simple,
yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that idea of have like creating it like a union, or like a, in my day job they would call it like a governance committee. So you have a body. These are the set of rules when you want to create an event. And
Right.
if we follow these rules, we can then walk in excellence when we do these things,
Exactly.
right? I like that concept. I think that's something that we need to have a panel of promoters and actually
Right.
sit down and talk about it and work
Right.
together and realize that this pie is huge and everybody can have a huge slice of it too, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Right. And it's like I said, the mantra is that just togetherness, man. Just a unity, and I would be smiling every day in Toronto just to know that we can just galvanize and come together as one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
music, they can't. There's not a bigger platform
Hmm.
than music.
No,
You
not at all.
understand? There's not a bigger platform. So if you can send a positive message, whether you're the promoter like myself or you're the
Hmm.
musician, you know what I'm saying? You're the musician,
Hmm.
right? I am not lying.
Hmm.
Right. Sorry about that. My phone
Hmm.
is ringing to the
Yeah.
right. Right. It's just a
Oh,
message, and that's my biggest thing. It's a message and the music.
I get it. I get it. So in terms of August 23rd, almost like some hacks for the day. Um, what time, if I'm an attendee and I want to go to Oasis and I want to solidify a great time for myself, what time do you think I should get
Well,
there?
the gate opens at 3 o'clock. So I think it's two, but you can get there by three just to because there's gonna be other stuff prior to the main event because we're celebrating all the sound
Hmm.
systems that has been a part of the social
Hmm.
fabric in Toronto. So we're celebrating that. The sound system. There's Canadian acts that we're gonna give,
Hmm.
make up. It's a celebration. So there's gonna be a lot of things that's
Hmm.
taking place leading up to the show, right? And yeah, just enjoying the
Love it.
day from it opens right back until it finishes, right? There'll be things to do.
Hmm.
So if you come early, you get a nicer space then where you can
Yeah.
even sit because do know that it's an outdoor uh, setting, right?
Event.
It's an outdoor event. So
Right.
the earlier you come,
So are people
the better. Unless
sorry,
go ahead.
the better it
Yeah.
is for you if you come early.
And that's for the general
No, I was
admission
just gonna
because
say.
there's a VIP section, right? Where it's going to be different entrances. You have VIP tickets, you go to the VIP entrance, right? So yeah. But
Mm.
just to come early, enjoy the
And
music,
you know what? We'll
enjoy the
get it.
culture. There'll be sound systems
Hmm.
playing for a couple hours leading up to
Love
the
it.
event.
Love it.
You know,
So you'll definitely be entertained if you come early.
yeah, you'll be entertained for sure. You know, like I said,
Love it.
this is like I said, a celebration, and I want it to be of
Yeah.
such. You understand? It's
Love it.
paramount. It's a celebration. It truly is.
So just to make sure that the crowd or the audience has a full understanding of what to expect, do you think, like, should they be bringing chairs? Like,
No,
what?
you know why? Definitely
Give
no,
them an idea.
no,
Just you don't want people to show up
no,
with
no,
chairs and then they're like,
definitely
"Oh
not. Tell
man, I
them
shouldn't
not
have
to
brought
bring
this
any
chair."
chairs. No chairs. No,
Don't bring your
no
chairs,
chairs
people. Leave your
because
chairs at
that's going to
home.
take up space, right? And that just wouldn't be
Yeah.
fair to the individual that's not there with the chairs. Definitely, I don't. You won't be allowed in with a chair. No, 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 no
Yeah.
chairs.
No
No, no,
chairs.
no chairs at all.
Yeah.
It's a huge.
Don't bring
It's a
blankets and
huge.
things like
None of
that.
that. No, it's not that type of event.
Yeah.
No, no
Yeah.
chairs.
I think we have to really, make sure people understand that because
No,
you'll have
definitely
people
not.
trying to have a picnic in the middle
No,
of. Yeah.
there's gonna
Don't
be
do
no chairs
it.
there. No chairs at all. No, no, no chairs. It's not that kind of event.
and it's not that type of
No,
event. Don't bring your
it,
chairs. Leave your chairs and your
it,
blankets
it,
at home.
it's not that type of event.
So in terms of vendors, are there any vendors that you want to shout out that are going to be there, or is it like a surprise?
I, I,
If you know off the top of your head, I know you have so
well,
many
there's
other
so
things
much
on your plate,
vendors.
but
I don't want to shout out one or two and don't shout out the rest. So I'm gonna
mm.
skip that one, right? I'm gonna skip
He's like,
it.
come and
But
find
there
out, right?
will be,
It's one of
yeah,
those.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you come and
I don't
see,
want, yeah, I'm gonna save that one. But there'll be vendors there that you know, How is that? Right?
I,
There's
I
definitely
love
going to
it.
be vendors there that you know. Yeah. Right.
No,
To
we
be
know.
vendors.
Well, we can definitely talk about the
I
pricing.
can shout out the songs,
So,
though.
how much are the tickets?
Pardon me?
Sorry?
I can shout out the song
What'd you say?
before I get to the tickets. I can shout out the sounds.
Oh, yes, please,
Or
definitely. Who are the sounds?
Fire 16 will be there. DJ Flair will be there. Nitro Sound will be
Right.
there. Heavy Metal will be there. Prophet the Mix Boss, my brother, will be there.
Yep, Prophet
Uh,
has to
Black Down the Place
be
will be
there.
there. Black Reaction will be there.
Wow.
Infamous Sound will be there. It's a celebration. You see that? You see where I'm going with it now, right? It's a
Yeah.
celebration,
You know
right?
what?
And Pex the
I love it
Boss will
because
be there, you know, right? So, and then we have the host. Hillary will be there. Nikki Hype will be there.
mm,
Linky Links will be there.
mhm,
Specs again because he's on both sides of the fence now. He's a host and he's a sound man, right? It's a
yep.
celebration. And that's what it's this is a celebration. So within the celebration, it's joy, love, unity,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because as far as and I'm gonna add one more person, I'm gonna say it on live because I would be missed if I didn't call him in on it. It's Alan Ladd. He's been
Mm.
He's been a major part of this
Oh,
reggae scene for
wow.
years, and
Military.
it would be a disrespect for me not to have him. And as soon as I get through this interview, I'm going to give him a call.
Yes.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's a joy. Somebody, the boss is looking in on me here right now, so I got to go soon. Trust me, I'm
Yes.
scared of her. Her name is Shirley too. Oh, it's
Shelby,
also
we're
Jerk.
gonna wrap
Oh,
it
oh
up.
no, not her, Jerk. Jerk Fest. Yeah,
Jerk
but she's
Fest.
a
Yes.
wonderful lady, man. Yeah, she keeps me straight. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, she's
So I'm
looking at
gonna
me. I
ask.
think she feel the time is up.
Time is up. Okay, so two questions and then we'll stop. So the first
Yeah.
question: if as a person getting VIP, what can they expect?
VIP treatment. That's what it stands for, right?
All right.
Uh,
And
a VIP experience.
a
That's it.
VIP experience. I like that.
VIP experience. That's what you're gonna get. A
You're gonna get VIP.
VIP experience. That's why the ticket early bird is 250, and you can
Mhm,
get a general admission for 100. Now, if you're
mhm.
paying that much more than the general admission, you have to get a VIP experience.
Yes,
And I promise that
definitely.
to all VIP patrons.
Patrons.
That yeah, they
Love it.
won't be saying that's a ripoff. They're going to get the VIP experience. They
Love it.
deserve it. That's why it's called VIP. That's why you're not going to buy a VIP ticket and stay in the same line. And we're
Right.
not speaking, but if you ask about the VIP, and that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
VIP experience. Well deserved.
Last question. So 20 sorry 20 years 10 years I actually found the flyer from when this was supposed to happen 10 years ago
Yeah.
to today. You've gone through all the emotional roller coasters. You are now, kind of, you're almost like you're at the race and you're just kind of waiting to run out of the blocks. How are you feeling? What's going through your head right now?
Uh, exuberance,
Mm.
satisfaction to know that without God, this couldn't be impossible. But it tells me to just stay positive when there's negativity around you, and you know it's I can't, like I said, I can't explain it till when he's here on Canadian soil for Torontonians, whether because I get calls from as far as Alberta. I want him to be here, and then you can ask for that question personally because I want you to be out there
Oh my goodness.
soon and
I
very
I
soon.
will
I
be there.
won't tell you the
Listen,
date. Yeah,
I will
but
be
for
there.
now, it's still
Listen,
reserved. It's
I
reserved.
got my portable microphones. I will definitely be
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's reserved. That's all I have to say. So I'm
Love it.
excited, but it's
Mhm.
reserved. It's
Love it.
reserved. It's reserved. And I will say this, Toronto is going to be here. And if the Lord has brought it this far, he ain't gonna stop it now. It's just
Yeah,
that
no,
simple. And all you
not at
have to
all.
do to get that little bit of reassurance, just visit his page every day. He posts it at least 3, 4 times a day. That should say it all right there, right? That should say it all without me trying to sell it anymore. I've been selling this for 10 years, so people must be annoyed, but just use common sense now. I can't be up here selling a con with somebody as big as this. Would you agree? He'll put it out on
No, you
his
can't.
space, his platform, his Instagram, and said there's a con man going
Yeah,
on about in Toronto saying this. He's even telling you where to go and
yeah,
buy
yeah,
tickets.
exactly.
One of his
Yeah,
stories on Instagram.
yeah. He dropped that today, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
So that alone should tell you. So
Yeah,
let's just pray for this day to come and let's just go
mhm,
out and celebrate, right? Buy
yes,
your tickets. I'm telling you from now, Toronto, go and get your tickets. The tickets are subject to change. I'm hinting to change, to change. I am creating this because I want a celebration, but the math
mhm,
also tells us it's business, right? When he
yes,
comes, we have to take care of this. He's a big, mega superstar artist, right? He's traveling with
yeah,
14 pieces, right? It's
wow,
going to be a gala. It's going to, so
yeah.
I'm telling
So
you that
live band.
for the build up. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be
yeah,
something special. And I know he's coming with the same attitude that he brought
hmm, to
to
Barclays.
Barkley. There's no doubt in my mind. She's coming with that energy, and he's coming to just go on his
Just
Instagram
go to
and
page.
read his captions.
Yeah,
And if you're a lover of music like myself, you see me getting excited now. If you're a
yeah,
lover of music like myself, then you're envisioning what's
yes,
going to happen. Can you
yes.
imagine? Right? But you know what? Because I'm getting a
It's
lot of
gonna
calls,
be.
I gotta wrap it up. Right?
Yeah.
I gotta really
Thank
wrap
you,
it up.
Patrick, so
So, yeah,
much for this
yeah.
opportunity.
God bless.
Yes. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself,
God bless you.
man.
And I'm gonna say to you, thank you for all the work you put into getting us this amazing show. Big up to your team. Big up to
No,
the other
no,
promoters that are on
no.
this.
I don't mean to cut you off, but no, thank Toronto for the love that you've shown up to now. Let's keep the energy going,
Wow.
going, going, going. I thank you guys for supporting this scene and saying
Yes.
I'm getting a lot of big ups from my peers and again, it's all love, man. And
Yeah.
let's just go for that wonderful day, August
Yes.
23rd,
Yes. We're gonna celebrate.
2025. It's going
We're
to be
gonna
a
celebrate.
celebration and it's going to be a movie. I promised
Yes.
Toronto that because I didn't tell anybody about any special guests yet. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few. All right. Toronto is going to get
I'm
something
pretty sure.
for the summer. The summer's been quiet. Summer's been quiet.
Yeah. But it's funny. This is the first year where I'm like Montreal has actually had more going on than Toronto. So it's like we were just waiting.
Yeah.
It's like,
But the
yeah, do your
summer's
thing.
been quiet.
Just waiting.
The summer's been quiet.
Yeah.
But it's about to get very,
Yeah.
very loud in a good way.
Now,
In a good way. And
yes.
I am so glad and proud to be a part of what's about to happen. All I can say is, let's
Mhm.
go, Toronto. I didn't bring you guys this far to not, sorry, give you guys a surprise. And the surprise is right around the corner, right? To put a stamp of
Yep.
approval on Oasis Music Fest 2025, right? This one is for us, not
Right.
you, for us. And that night is going to be historic. I promised Toronto that. And I'm going to keep that
Love it.
promise because it's been 10 years in the making, right? And I knew that 5 weeks was going to be like 5 months because I know the buildup that was always around this. Now it's here, and we're going to pray this through in a positive way. It truly is here. And
Mhm.
Toronto, I'll just drop a hint.
Yes.
I will not tell you the date, but I promise you guys, you're gonna see Bounty soon, sooner than you think. He's not gonna be here on the 21st, looking to perform on the 23rd. I'll just chop that out for Toronto to here now. I won't tell you the date though, because then it wouldn't be a surprise, right? But he's not coming here on the 22nd or the 21st. He's coming here to officially announce the date, and then
Love
he's
it.
leaving
Love
again.
it.
So, yeah,
Love it.
get yourself amped up, get yourself riled
Love
up,
it.
because it's finally here, Toronto. And I'm going to come
Okay.
out and say, the man upstairs, because
Yes.
there's been a lot of
Yes.
prayer, and we're still praying too. You
Mhm.
understand? So bring the heart, bring the love, bring our culture, and let's celebrate in a positive way. And with
Yes.
that, I close.
Yes.
Angie,
Thank you.
was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Take
I
care.
enjoyed it.
Much love.
Have a
We'll
yes,
talk.
much love. Absolutely. Have a beautiful evening and big up
You
to your
too.
team. All
But
right.
don't know. Blessings, yeah? All right, take
Same.
care.
All right, little more
All right, Angie, later. You don't know.
later. Yeah, bud.
Bye.
Yes, massive. You heard it from the man himself. I got goosebumps. I got boost. Bleh, can't even speak. Big up to Patrick and Shystar Promotions, BMW promo, all of the sound systems that are going to be on this event. Of course, the artists that are going to be on this event, the venue, Toronto. Big up to you. Big up to us. Yeah, man. Big up to us. Yeah, man. Our big things, this, you know. I love that it's unity. It's all unity. It's all love. You know, this is a beautiful thing. You don't want to miss this event. You want to be a part of this event. Ladies, man, I gotta tell you, for put on some comfortable shoes, and my girl, don't put on wear the nice fancy shoes then, but make sure say your foot good in the shoes, right? And remember, you're going to be on grass. You're going to be on a grassy area, so dress accordingly. You want to be comfortable. I'm telling you this because I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be able to enjoy yourself. I want you to have an amazing, beautiful time during this celebration. So, ladies, make sure say, you sort out yourself and you're ready and you're good and you're nice. Alvin now walked into the building. Lord of mercy. Trouble there. Troubled about Alvin says blessings, Queen. Wagwan mums, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big and Serious podcast. All right. So, uh just actually having Patrick here and talking about legacy, I need to give him a sexy horn and another one for everybody, all of us. This is our sexy horn. And I'm gonna just run my little I'm still only have one dub plate. Well, wait for somebody to give me a dub plate. Me, I'll wait. Somebody give me a dub plate. But I'm not gonna play my one dub plate. I'm not gonna call it Lickle because it's a big dub plate. Shout out to Miss Diva on the outside for my dub plate. Yeah, yeah.
Hit that Instagram.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So I'll let it fade out. Okay, so I because fast and the nausea and things. So I really wanted to do a little price comparison. And I'm not trying to sell the show. I'm just, giving you information about the show. But so Bounty Killer did Barclays back in July on the 5th. Um and he did that in Brooklyn. Did his show there. So the prices, from what I could find, and you know what, when I'm realizing when shows pass, to find out the pricing that went on for those shows is actually wild. It was a little bit of a journey for me to find it, but the prices for Barclays, it ranged from $98 up to $650 US. Let that marinate for a second. $98 up to the highest price ticket I saw was $650 US. And if we look at that in Canadian terms, that's $134 or $135 because it's 98 cents, up to $900. $900.13. So yeah, I would say get your tickets now before your prices go up. Let me just tell you that. Just to give you a little bit about each of the performers on the show. So Bounty Killer, of course, born on June 12th, 1972, in Trenchtown, Kingston. Is that right? I don't know. This is what I saw. But some of the awards that Bounty has won is MTV Music Video Awards for Best Pop Song, right? For Best Pop. Yeah, let that marinate for a second. He's won an MTV Music Award for Group of the Year. He's won a Grammy as well. So Bounty is also known as the Warlord or the 5-Star General. Ghetto Gladiator. I didn't know that one. Ghetto Gladiator, and of course the Poor People's Governor. So shout out to Bounty. Bounty will be here on the 23rd of August at Markham Fairgrounds. Now, of course, we're not only focusing on Bounty because like Patrick said, like there's 4 shows in one. 4 shows plus a bunch of sounds. I mean, there's a lot going on. Baby Sham, another headliner on this show. He's born February 24th, 1979. And Bounty, Baby Sham just doesn't age. And I'm not saying Bounty aging, but Baby Sham looks like he's aging backwards. He looks exactly the same as back in the day. Like I'm gonna have to Meth asking that people business. I'm gonna have to do like a side by side picture to see, because this man, from what I see, like he's just not aging. But I have interviewed him before, so I know for a fact, because we spoke about diet and food and what do you eat and how do you keep your energy levels up, and he takes care of his body. He actually eats properly. He eats healthy meals. He's very much into healthy meals and meditation and proper rest and exercise. These are things that Baby Sham lives by. So of course he's going to look like he did 20 years ago. He's been Grammy Award nominated for Jamaican Recording Artist of the Year. His top 7 songs, in the number 7 spot, and this is just according to the internet. This is not me ranking anything. I'm just telling you what I saw. All right. Number 7 is Many Many. Number 6 is Ton Up. That's a good tune. I love that tune. Number 5 is Wine. Number 4 is Heading to the Top. Number 3 is Another Level. Number 2 is Vitamin S. Number 1 is, of course, is that Ghetto Story remix that he did with Alicia Keys. I personally love slow motion. Love slow motion. Love slow motion. Just saying. All right. So, and these artists, like about these artists, was in no particular order. I just kind of got information. So Mr. Killer is a versatile soca artist and an exceptional entertainer. His unique sound incorporates elements of EDM, dancehall, and other genres while remaining authentically soca. And his electrifying stage presence defies explanation. So it's one of those things, like his stage presence is just something that you have to experience in order to understand it. So you got to go and see the man performing in order to understand his stage presence. He's from Grenada, and some awards, or actually, he one award that was noted was he won the very first ever talent search competition. Now, to give perspective, okay, Mr. Killer was 15 years old when he won this award. And, you know, oftentimes when they have talent competitions and people are that young, they're doing covers of people's songs and they're singing other people's things, or they're, remixing it in some way in order to try to make it their own, or whether it's changing up how they sing the song or whatever. Mr. Killer won this award at 15 years old by performing. You ready for this? Are you listening? Performing original dancehall songs. Dancehall. Hopefully I get to talk to Mr. Killer, but I would love for Mr. Killer to actually perform a dancehall track. That's my challenge to you, sir. Can you perform a dancehall track? I want to see. I'm just curious because you won the first ever award for this thing, and you were 15 years old. So at that time, I'm just curious. I'm curious. But Mr. Killer has so many amazing songs. Get something, run with it. You know that song that had us in a chokehold where we were picking up things and running all over the place? If you went to the dance hall and they ran this song, you saw men picking up their women and running running with them in the dance hall. Yeah, that's him. That's his tune. So he has so many tunes. You want to go on Google and look up his tunes or play them. Like I said, today is a musicless day. We're talking about music. I'm not playing any music because just can't go. The thing I go on, I can't manage it. So someone's gonna teach me how to be able to play music without getting blocked out and all these things happening to my account. Dexta Daps is the next headliner on the Oasis Music Festival. And he's known as Dexta Daps, Dex, Dapadon, or simply Dexta. Of course, he's Jamaican. He's a dancehall and a reggae performer. His career began in 2012, so we're about 13 years in. With the release of his first two singles, Save Me Jah and May You Be. His birthday is January 12th, 1986, and he was born in Jamaica. So yeah, just some information on those artists. All of those artists, legendary in their own right, in their own way, and how they carry themselves, just how they even execute their performances. So there's a whole lot of legacy going on. So, you don't want to miss it. You want to get your tickets and all of that fun stuff. All right, I got about 12 minutes left. I want to say shout out to the Instagram massive, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Hello. So how going forward, I'm gonna plant some questions out there for you to think about as you go about your day and go about your daily life and stuff. How are you going to live your legacy? What are you going to do that? What are some of the things that you're going to take with you throughout your day in order to live your legacy and to be a person of legacy where one thing, choose one thing, think about it, and start moving towards it. All right, so if you have an artist that you want me to talk to, or you are an artist and you want me to interview you, or you have a business that you want me to do a big up for, or you want to do an interview, you're going to send me an email, BNS, so big and N serious, big and serious, at angiegoodes.com. So send me an email. We can talk. Let's go through it. Let's get you on the show. Let's get you locked and loaded and have a great conversation and an amazing time. And of course, how can you follow me? Well, on Spotify, you can go to Big and Serious Podcast. On TikTok, Twitch, YouTube at Angie Goodes, and on Instagram at Angie Goodes, but with an extra Z. Okay. I want to say shout out to the Roots Rock Reggae Radio Show. I'll be there on Monday at 2:00 in the morning. And that's on 90.3 FM out of Montreal, CKUT. Something just popped into my head and then it popped right back out. Oh my word. I can't even believe that. Isn't that the worst? You literally have something in your head and then it just jumps back out. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. Listen, you're going to go on Instagram and you're going to follow Oasis Music Festival, CA. In order to not miss out on any information with regards to this amazing, amazing show that's coming up. What else? What else is it gonna have to say before she locks off and goes to her bed? I need forgot my bed, I need my sleep. It's very important to me. Oh yes. Duh. Shout out to my sponsor, Choose Better AI app. So again, they are starting their GoFundMe as they bring this amazing new tool to the massive, and it's just a Toronto thing. Why did I have to say Toronto thing? That's a Toronto thing to be like Toronto thing, I don't even think I said the accent. I use the accent properly. But anyway, support if you can, right? Go out and support every dollar, every voice, every share. So be sure to, even just staying aware that it's coming. This thing is coming and it's really cool. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of ready to go now. I'm tired. I want to go. I am gonna take a moment to say to you, thank you for being here with me. You could have been anywhere and you chose to be here, and I really appreciate it. Shout out to Patrick and the whole team for the amazing conversation. Get your tickets, ticketgateway.com for the show. Don't miss it. And of course, that same weekend is Jamaica Day. So let me make sure I do my due diligence and shout out Jamaica Day as well. Oh no, the name of the park just flew out of my head. But anyway, Jamaica Day is on the Saturday and the Sunday. So, there are many things to do outside that weekend. Oh, and Caravana weekend is this weekend. Caravana is this Saturday, the Grand Parade in Toronto, but it's definitely, the energy is out there for all the different events that you can go to. So there are passes out there if you're looking at having a good time outside, but you don't really you're on a budget. Well, there are some free events going on. That's the first thing. But also, there's a pass out there. If you Google it, there's a pass out there that you can get. It allows you access to 18 events. So you can actually map out your weekend and go and have a good time and just be safe and hydrated and all that fun stuff. Be smart about it as you're outside on the road, right? But there's things to do. And of course, on Monday, August the 5th, it's Monday the 5th. Let me look for a second here. Just let me check. Yeah, no, 6th. Wait, hold on. We're still in July. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, Monday, August the 4th is Jambana. So, there's lots of Caribbean-esque celebrations going on. I know Trini Fest is coming up at some point too. There's so many things, man. Go outside, whether it's a walk, whether it's just to stand outside for a minute, but go and be social, go and have a good time, be safe about it, be smart about it, don't hurt anybody. Yeah, and do your thing. But whatever you do, walk with your legacy and hold on to your legacy. You know, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and do my thing, and that's it. So blessings to you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Next week we will have recording artist Aya Grade in the building. Aya Grade will be a conversation on the Big and Serious podcast. I'm your hostess with the mostess. My name is Angie Goodas. And I'm gonna say peace to you. Bye. Oh, I always forget to do my thing. Let me do this thing because I should be doing the things properly. You know what I'm saying? I just really should be doing things the way that I envision it to happen. I should just be making that happen. So peace out.